Anyway, how's everybody doing? I don't remember if I asked that. I'm a little, a little disoriented today. Excuse me. Not disoriented. What's the word I'm thinking of? A little out of it. Not awake yet. So what I'd love to do is not necessarily the most I mean, I'd love to restore Rome. We need a lot of Italy, though. I don't know if we'll get to that today, and I'd love to reestablish the Theodosian borders. If the following kingdoms are created, you must hold them, or the holders must be your vassals, okay? Grabbing all of this land is going to be a little bit of a challenge if we go for that. Oh, and all the way up to here. Maybe. Where is the schism? Alright, I just have to control Rome. Easy enough. Your mother, when you want to play Rome, but your mother says we got Rome at home. It's true. That's the HRE. Entering neighboring top leash has an unreformed pagan faith. Whomst is pagan. Tingri here? I almost would rather just conquer Azov than evangelize them. Alright. You can consecrate bloodline? Jeez. That didn't take long. Oh, we are zealous, that's true. I think I'm going to go ahead and consecrate our bloodline, because why not? My unwavering devotion towards God's representative on Earth has not gone unnoticed. Ecumenical Patriarch Guacamo has officially recognized my family's contribution and consecrated our name as eternal defenders of the Orthodox faith. We have plague, apparently. I don't see plague. Weird. I'm just gonna start grabbing blood right now. We can at least grab a couple traits in the blood tree. Haven't done that in a while. Negotiate an alliance with my nephew. This guy will not negotiate alliance with me, which is interesting. Through a non-close family, and he's ambitious. I can use influence to push that, though. So I will, just to keep my vassals in check. Designated guardian for Lelouch. She's bossy. We'll give her a stewardship education. That sounds fine. Can demand a hostage from Hungary. Family members can get married. This is my son. Marry the pretty Finnish girl. Sure. Station men at arms, I think that's still bugged. Chernigov, Mordovia, Persla, okay. Low county control in Veneto and Kalinopolis. Come on, load for me, video game. Please. Let's do a little superstitious wiggle. Any plans to dress up or hand out candy? Not really. We're in an apartment. I have work in the morning, so I'm not really going out anywhere. Unfortunately, there's not too much not too many opportunities. Georgia's borders are just a mess. Really, really hideous. Our borders near Georgia are also just hideous, but that's fine. And then my council... Yeah, I think we're okay with having 2 disappointed vassals. Oh, and we're fabricating on Rome. Excellent. We did already start doing that. So let's go ahead and unpause. We may be getting ready for a war against... or in Egypt against the Caliphate here. We have a truce, though, still. I had a feeling... Truce will last for 5 years. Okay. So that'll be a while. Oh shit, I forgot to start recording again. I'll just have to download the VOD. I'm not on my A game today, unfortunately. That makes me a little disappointing. I've definitely felt as if I've not been giving y'all 100% recently, and I need to fix that. Original Byzantine borders, sort of. We've got a couple of abnormalities here, but we're trying. Trying to mend the schism right now. Oh, that's the influence symbol. Because I'm authoritative. A walk through Byzantium reveals something deeply unpleasant. A plague has arrived in the holiest of places. Summon the physician. Kills fever. That's unfortunate. It's fine to not give 100% all the time. You can have okay mellow days. I recognize that logically, but I also reject that. I don't know. I care very deeply about streaming and about the content I put out. And if I'm not giving 100%, part of me is like, why am I bothering if I'm phoning it in, if I feel like I'm phoning it in. Early prevention success. Excellent. Hey Viper, good to see you. Greetings, my perceptive liege. I have a small matter for your final approval. Nothing you need to read in great detail, my lord. I'll just be getting on with it. You want to imprison this guy. Why? Is a known criminal excommunicated? Okay. It's fine. Thanks for the hydrate. Maybe it's imposter syndrome. Maybe it's just plain old depression. I just haven't feel like I've been giving 100%. I'm, dying. I'm also a little stressed about my day job right now, so part of me is like, well, if stuff with my day job isn't going well, I should at least be doing 100% here. I don't know. I should drastically increase the size of my armies. Because we have the money. There's kind of no reason not to have, like, all of these kind of maxed out. That's fine. Then we can max out Venice too. We'll do that for now. Like, not to be too TMI, but I like, I was working my ass off last month and a little bit of this month at my day job. And I made decent money doing it. Only to, have bills come in and take all of that away, and it's like, I don't know. Stressed about it, and now I'm working less hours and making less money at my job, and it's like, what's the point? Hey Fusion, thanks for the stretch and hydrate. Being a bit of a downer right now. No need to be sorry. I keep telling you and Nissa this. The only person who has to be here for every stream is me. Sorry for you. Fair enough. Battle 1 with Typhus. Excellent. Missing high quality bear content. Funny you say that, because I this conversation started with me saying I feel like I'm not giving y'all my best lately. What did I just inherit? Ah, it wasn't an inheritance. I built it. You're an option as well. You could just leave it on the starting screen of the BRB screen. Yeah. That's true, that's true. Why did I think I could afford another holding? Did I lose stewardship somehow? From being infirm, I did, okay. Do a sleeping stream, all sleeping all the time. That's really funny. Start with walls and towers. It really comes down to the usual, like, boy, I sure am spending a lot of my time at this day job. Hello, Pasliachi. Watch in silence as the physicians step away from the body of my wife. I move closer, reaching out for her hand. It's still warm. Rika, as you drew your last breath, relief washed over me. Perhaps I should be ashamed, but in truth, there was no love lost between us. I'll need to find someone with good stewardship. Was the wrong. Need to find spouse with good stewardship. Here we go. Foreign culture, Volga Finnic. Okay. That's so much legitimacy loss. No. We still playing of the Conquerors of Venice? Yep. Dreamt that Paradox came out with an RTS game that takes place inside a sick person's body. Neat. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's sort by prestige gain. 16 is fine. Are we gonna funeral the wife, or can we not due to infirm? I wasn't going to on account of her being on account of us not being not loving that, not caring for her that much. That's what I'm trying to say. We could though, although there is a plague going on, which is probably a bad idea. I legit really like the legitimacy heavily tanks the eugenics strategy that's been almost mandatory for so long. Absolutely. Although I do still want to do a run at some point where I push for pure blood. Because I haven't done that in CK3 yet. Although you can do that without playing the eugenics game quite so hard. Okay, we can hold all of our land again. That's good. Let me check tech real quick. Focusing on divine right. Okay. That seems fine. Just need to take the blood tree, but also I think they've made some trees that can now compete with blood tree for your attention. True. Just had a heart attack. What's up? Who are these characters? Why am I... Right, I remember why you're pinned. No, I don't. Ah, that's why you're pinned, because you're a historical character. You've become a bishop. Good for you. And that's why you're pinned. Okay. You are unfortunately my heir, and you are not going to press your claims, though. Sad. Playing Project Zomboid Zombies Jump Scared You. Got it. Got it. Tribal? How did we end up with tribal land? Weird. You end up with a lot of tribal holdings by pure accident. Interesting. I wonder how that happened, though. Skill's merely decent. I'll still sponsor it. We have infinite money. To check title history. I feel like this one I feel like this one has gone through our hands a couple times. It used to be feudal, and then this guy inherited it as tribal. Weird. I guess it never got developed. Because that's a tribal holding. Let me check one more thing. Did you have multiple holdings? Yep, that's it. Okay. Got it. Looks like the land split inheritance. Yep, yep. Came to the same conclusion. This game's so weird. Dangerous faction. Why? Mashriki Ishmaeli populace. Okay. We sure do love inheritance law. Oh, that we saw coming. Grant to a Greek noble. I don't really care about it anymore. But yeah, now that a few more people are here, I was discussing earlier what we want to do with when the DLC comes out. What's which y'all? Because we can keep this campaign going, but y'all, me, yeah. I'm okay. I have the depresso. This is the last couple days, but I'm okay. Four days awake. Ugh. Latest work of my acquaintance, Count Laszlo, has become all the rage at court of late. Peace deals with memory and what we leave behind, and Laszlo has publicly dedicated it to me. When memoriam takes shape, the mightiest men must leave this earth. And hope of good words there is no dearth. And hope only for memory's grace, so that the whole world remembers their face. So far I've kept my thoughts to myself. It's heartfelt. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm just refused to trigger at all Tuesday and Wednesday. Oof. I was talking about this when you joined Fusion. There's a little bit of it that's just not anything in particular, and there's a little bit that's like stressed about stuff that's going on with work and money. And feeling like I'm not putting the energy on towards streams that I want to. And I think there's a little bit of like post-event depression, crash as well. Yeah, totally. I do want to go after Zirid in a few places. How much longer do we have on Rome? Psychosomatic depression, yeah. That's probably part of it. Traveling across the hills of Torma Brisis, I find a makeshift-looking stall by the side of the track. As I stop to take a look, a peasant by the name of Germanos jumps into action, trying to convince me to buy one of the small cross carvings he has on sale. I make them by hand, my lord. Each one takes me hours of work. Sure. Talk to him and see what I can learn about salesmanship. Yeah, I don't really need trinkets. I do need an antiquarian though. You just don't have the hyperserotonin you did a few... probably. It's probably a big part of it. And or the brain has run out of the stuff. It needs to make more still. Can be both, though. True. I don't know. I'm sorry for just being a bit of a downer right now. My chair feels extra uncomfy today. I think I need a new chair. When you're down. It's sweet of you to say. Quite surprised when Lord Roman appears in front of me, forcing a private audience on me. Great Vasilius, a dream from God just occurred to me. A true prophecy. Chosen to be the next Strategos of Transylvanian Alps. Signed from above. You cat with a slightly sad face. Thanks. My lord, look at that metal. I've never seen such fine quality before. She's making a regalia. We have a really good regalia, so if there's any chance of it being a replacement, we have to take all the bonuses we can get. Of course, but surely we can get a fair price. It's fine, I can spend the prestige, I have it. Crying out loud. Okay. My vassals accuse my chancellor of having had an extramarital affair with his lover. I need to defile the sanctity of his marriage. My chancellor? Guards. Necromarital affair? I hope not. Oh, wake up. Wake up, wake up. More coffee. Alright. I who am honored. Slightly higher quality artifact. Yeah, but it's like the other thing too that I didn't mention before, if I can just keep complaining, um, is I guess I just need to complain. Is like I put so much work into getting this new schedule at work, so that I wouldn't be completely broke when I took a weekend off to do the donathon, and B, so that I could actually have days off while still making the same hours that I get. Um, and then earlier this week, my boss is like, hey, so corporate cut our hours, so everyone's getting a pay cut and working less. Like, what was even the point? Neighbors can be vassalized. The hunter of Atreyu, sure. Can I get high? No. Corporate is bullshit, it's not a reflection of you. Oh, I wholeheartedly don't take it as a reflection of me. Um, I take it as a reflection of this bitch needs a new job. Ah, these borders are so ugly. It's at war. Unfortunate. I know customer service sucks. Some people should absolutely not be working because... Oh, it's true. It's true. Such changes are not yours to make. Rally the troops. Where are they? All down here? Perfect. I mean, the other thing is I'm damn good at my job. To be honest. Soldiers returning home from recently disbanding. When, where, and how? Kvetchi Kuma. Constantinople, the imperishable light of the Empire, strains in these trying times. My strategos and Pytalus prosperous provinces whose future may gain give succor in the capital's time of need. Bologna. Rashid. Okay. Alexandria, I don't want to take... Let's punish Rashid for the rebellion. Not taxing your clan vassals. Right, I just got some of those. Ooh. Um, okay. Sending a crash report. Um, if it'll let me. I do this in jest. Oh no. Save the game. Understood. Alright, crash reporter is crashing apparently. That's fun. Ah, Stretch, thank you. I've had very few crashes, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Mm. Um, Paradox Crash Reporter. I want to force quit. Oh, my whole computer is upsetty right now. Paradox, please fix your crash reporter. Alright, and hydrate as well. My chair is creaky and it feels wobbly now. I swear this chair is starting to break under me. Anyway, while the game's loading, because it does take a minute on this computer. we're coming up on ads. Everybody, take a minute to get up and stretch your legs, rest your eyes, get some more coffee, make a sandwich, get some water. Why do I have hiccups? Take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of them, and that makes it important. We'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes, or hopefully closer to 3. And I will see you, and we will see how far off we are when we get there. Be right back. How much time we lost from when the last autosave was. See y'all in a second. Checking my phone real quick. Catching up on some Discord. Sorry. I'm just giving myself a minute to stop being frustrated at how that crashed, the crash timing. It's just a little financial security and stability would be nice, you know? That's all. I've had it. It was nice. Wasn't game is still loading, so we're gonna let it keep it doing its thing. I'm gonna get up for a second and stretch my back properly because I feel like I'm shrimping. One sec. That feels a little better. There we go. Great. Crusader Kings, come on. Load for me. This is half of why I'm late to stream sometimes. Not the only reason, but it doesn't help. Oh, no more dropping frames. What is going on? There, we finally get the music. Here we go. When was our... We only have one autosave. That's not great. January 1st. I don't remember what year it was. Just checking strain here. Yeah, it's just Crusader Kings. Maybe it's a RAM bottleneck. Maybe that's why it takes so long to load, because CK3 is using 8 gigs of RAM right now. And I don't remember how much I have, but it's not much. So the rebellion hasn't happened. Was not the... Yeah, that wasn't the good Kuma sword. Thought so. Task manager will tell you. Yeah, no, that's what I was just looking at. It looks like it's Crusader Kings using too much RAM. Is why I'm bottlenecking. I mean, it's pushing my CPU too, but... And both of those can be solved the same way. It just comes down to money again. Hopefully I can pull together the money to buy a new motherboard next month. Okay, no more drop frames though, so that's good. Ultimatum in 6 months. Let's just let time go. Times like these, it's best to be wary of any strange smells. This one, however, emanates from a corner of the market square, and it's positively fragrant. Get your sachets here, only finest and best herbs used. Crafty merchant stall was covered in various aromatics. She holds a pouch filled with them in each hand as she hawks the wares. She notices me and extends one for me to try. Only the best, my lord, keep you right safe from Hill's fever, it will. I pluck the sachet from the proffered hand. It does seem like something that would keep the miasma away. I'll buy it, but not for that price. It's so expensive. Oh, I am still getting some dropped frames occasionally. Poor wife has typhus. Pay homage. Serve me well. Hoops and hunting towers. A Brysus. And Inos. Right, Inos is fully... Okay. We are catching up. Vassalize this guy. Can't vassal Atreyu, though. Why? Ah, they're at war. That's a good reason. You know, I wonder if I proselytize to these guys, if they will... If I evangelize to these guys, if they'll, accept vassalization. The kingdom of heaven belongs to the faithful, but our neighbor High Chieftain Kolep is blissfully unaware of it. He persists in believing that in his superstitions and false gods. Saving his soul and those of his people is a noble endeavor in itself, but there are also earthly advantages to their conversion. For starters, reducing their hostility towards us and bringing them into our own sphere of influence. My chosen missionary is ready to go. See what happens. Okay, the Accolade successor came in. Here we go. Balanced humors, Jesus be praised. Hi, DJ. Good to see you. I have a small matter for your final approval. Nothing you need to read in great detail. I'll just be getting on with it. Imprisons Germanios of Bulgaria. Why? I'm not sure what's the best option here. I'm gonna go ahead and veto. Piss him off a little bit. Range was putting on a rendition of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Guess who got conscripted into being Oogie Boogie on account of being large with a naturally deep voice? What did I want to look at? I wanted to look more at the co-emperor. It's fine. I'll leave it. When I did theater as a kid, I very quickly got got typecast, so I completely understand. Ah. Still some dropped frames. I don't love it. Man. Oh, now I can vassalize Atreyu. At-Irau. Not Atreyu. Atreyu is like Attirau. Isn't Atreyu the house from Dune? See it done. Is it bad that I effortlessly upbeat the guy playing Santa and tossed him around? Hell yeah. Love that for you. I mean, you know, bear and all that. When, oh no, it wasn't the first time. But, one of the first times I went on an in-person date with a now ex of mine. She showed up at my house and got out of the car, and I just ran up and bear hugged her and picked her up off the ground, and she was so flustered. She was like, no one's ever done that to me before. It was really cute. Thanks for the stretch. That stretched out my back really nicely, but it made my neck tense up. Don't fall asleep on stream. It's not that kind of stream. Okay, let's save game. Excuse me, save game. You don't uppy people during a hug. Is it a real hug? It's true. How do you show someone you care if you don't lift them? Oh yeah, Azov will, what just happened? Oh, Kazaria, sure. Five months left. We'll let these ones finish. And then we'll cancel this one once they do. So Small and I will be passing each other and I just yonk her into my arms and hug her. Aww. Cat on lap. Hell yes. That is where cat goes. Except the cat here likes to put claws into lap when given lap privileges, so she has had lap privileges taken away. She will be like, ah yes, there is lap to sit. Let me just stick my claws out and climb up your leg. My metalsmith updates me on her progress, droning on about the limits of hammer and bellows as my mind reels with bold ideas for my regalia. Making may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I don't have a say in how my money is spent. Have you considered this angle? Learn to accept being upbeat without warning is my way of saying hi. It's fair, it's fair. I'm a very hands-on person. Compel resignation. Iostia's tenure as strategist of Antioch has run its course. For the good of the Empire, she must be made to make way for better men. The Little of Antioch. No, I actually disagree with you. Decline. I didn't lift, Corza much because she, because of her wheelchair. But, I would regularly just, like, stand behind her and just, like, lay on her back and shoulders. Months ago, I sent my trusted Krillios to bring the knowledge of God to the humans. It's with great deal that I welcome him back today, as I've been eagerly waiting for his report. I bring great news, my liege. High Chieftain Koplek is eager to hear the glad tidings and converted to orthodoxy, accompanied by many of his people. Excellent. I'm a little less handsy with just friends. but I'm very hands-on with partners and loved ones. For months, Vishaya has been digging up spurless content. Who and where? Okay. Do you want to just become my vassal? Why not? Because you're stubborn, huh? It's literally just because you're stubborn. Let me sway. Oh no, you're at 100%. Huh. Alright. Ah, I have secrets that I want to talk about. I mentioned this the other day too. I've been working on something that I can't talk about yet because I don't know for sure if it's gonna happen. Just popped into my head again. No, you do not have you are not a faction. Thank you. Ancient plaque has low durability. Destroy. Gow! 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 I need to, I need to see what, I need to check in on the progress for that emote. Hey, Doggin, good to see you. I don't know what I want to use a hook against you for, though. I guess that's just gonna expire. We should start a legend. I think I might get a legend seed for mending the schism, so I'm gonna wait until that happens. What's going on, phone? Okay. Spam text. Thank you. Thank you for notifying me about that. How goes with you? I'm a little grumpy. I just realized I did not need this claim. I could have just used county expansion. Oh well. Wow, we have more money than the Pope. I love playing administrative. It's so fun. I love having infinite money. My hook has expired, unfortunately. How did I just gain land? Okay. Local noble, sure. I'm going to, actually, after this war, I'm going to, spend some money to, turn some of those feudal people into admin. Archon Photios has accused my chancellor of having had an extramarital affair with his lover. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? Guards. Sex is illegal. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Damn sex havers are at it again. Priest control has finished. Priest control there. "22 days, where are you going?" Yeah, it might be safe to fully reinforce, fully gather. It is, good. Phanos the lion, sure. Although the wolf of Napoli is very quite good. Royal Court. I'm enjoying a rare quiet moment between councils when Olaf pulls me aside. "As your bodyguard, I'm honored to protect you, but this is ridiculous." He half unsheathes his blade from its scabbard, drawing attention to its many nicks and picks. I can't be expected to do my job with this clumsy bar. Surely quality is everything when it comes to protecting the Basilius's life. I agree. My best men need quality arms. Olaf's battle axe. Well, it's fine. It's not an artifact worth 400 gold, I'll tell you that much. Over here, my lord. I've toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and I lift the fabric, my eyes grow wide. An opulent regalia set of masterful craftsmanship. Consists of a gold scepter set with pieces of emerald, a velvet cloak that's been embroidered with gold thread, and a gold cross-bearing orb. Orb. I think this one is better. However, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm going to keep the magnificent regalia. You and your stupid hat. You're wrecked, idiot. Son has learned Italian vulgar. I understand what they mean, like that they're referring to the Vulgate, but every time I read Italian vulgar, part of me is like, ah yes, he's learned how to swear in Italian. Prison's Lady Romila. That's fine. She's an adulterer, I saw, so We'll allow it. Actually, let's go straight to Trivoli. Ignore Benevento. Same brain, same joke. I'd continue the joke about Italian vulgar, but unfortunately I don't know how to swear in Italian. Scootage in 4 years. Heraldry. No windmills is what I want. I want windmills and water wheels very much. Gained a flavor hook. I've gained a hook because of his delicious flavor. Usurp Sardinia. Who's created the Kingdom of Sardinia? Vassal and HRE. Weird. You can have it. I don't care, but you're not even on Sardinia. You're Corsican. Well, I don't know if you are Corsican. Oh, you're Saxon. That's even weirder. The flavor Old Pan garlic? Mmm, garlic. Okay. We can't attack them there in the mountains. Mountains, hills, mountains. Okay, I'm going to butcher this. Ti faccio la caca negli spaghetti imbecile. Brisket comes of age. This is a vile insult on multiple levels. It is. He's quite decent. Let's get you a wife. See if, not seeing anything important, but yeah, brisket. We'll go with this Danish woman. You know, brisket. Oh, save the game. Thank you. You want to purchase a truce with me? Being Roman. I'm okay with that. Sure, I don't plan on expanding in Eastern Europe much. Not at the moment. Like the Guilty Gear character? Yes. I don't remember who named that character, but I believe that it was exactly what they were thinking. Rome needs 3,000 troops to siege. Oh man, talking about brisket though has got me kind of hungry. $7,000, is that going to be enough to engage them here? I wonder. Oops. Wrong commander. There you go. No, it will definitely not be enough, so let's turn the fuck around. Good, now they won't resist when you take Lviv. A genius idea. Name every single child in your dynasty after increasingly terrible spellings of basket till it's completely unintelligible. I think we've done something similar. We did have a character in some game whose name was like brisket, basket, bucket, etc. Well, his numerous attempts to curry my favor have not gone unnoticed. I cannot help but feel irritated by King Nercy's sudden interest in me. Cannot shake the feeling that this man's intentions are not pure. How can you not leave me in peace? I don't want to be your friend. I want you to bend the knee. Chariot race is available. We'll do this after the war's done. Let's just go see Jerome. Maybe we'll fight them if they'll fight come down into the plains. It looks like they're going to. Really? You think I'm gonna lose? That's fascinating. Higher quality and more men-at-arms counter. Huh. 7 days left. What if I do this? I actually meant this. There we go. Commander skill. Open terrain expert. That'll swing things in our favor. And these guys are just not helping. Which is great for us. University student donates gold. Excellent. And a daughter. I didn't even know my wife was Gregante. Grab defensive measures. Alright, everybody. You know the drill. We have a child to name. You have a 1 minute to make name suggestions in chat. Folks who spend channel points will get priority on that. Otherwise, we're going to go with the name that we like the best. Time has already started. You have about 50 seconds remaining. Let me know what you think. Turd Ferguson. Excellent. Excellent. Good start. Let's see. She's a little slow. Badgekit. Badgekit is really good. Broccoli. Broccoli's extremely funny. And a few more seconds for a ringer, but I think we have to go with broccoli. You grow strong and wise, my daughter. Ooh. That's a lot of troops all of a sudden. See if we can pounce on them. Inherited Athens and 2 other titles. I'm just gonna give, I'm gonna give Brisket... Grant appointment, there it is. I'm just gonna give you Athens. All allies to war, can vassalize this guy. Oh, excellent. We'll spend influence to get regular taxes. One of the greatest negative predictors for lifelong success is being named something stupid. She's born in the purple. It's fine. You can do pretty well when you're rich. With a stupid name. Station besiegers, move off. Move back on before this army gets here. It's on hills? No, it's farmlands. Excellent. Alright. This is going quite well. Mayor Eusebios of Cranea has accused my vassal of having an extramarital affair with his lover Eugenia. Guards. Oh, she's rich, then she'll end up getting drunk and committing... Yeah. Exactly. Ah, we have a Jamali populace again. Jeez. It's almost like they don't want to be ruled by a foreign power or something. Counselor died. Come on. Let's just get this siege so I can get the ticking war score. Yeah, ticking war score is going to be a swing of at least 8. Probably won't win us that, but depending on how much the siege gets us, the occupation, I mean, we only have 31% from occupations. Defender of God gains the succession. Yeah. I'm mending the schism. Wait, is there a siege commander? Okay, there is. Classic CK3 play. It's true. Excellent, and that's what I was hoping for. How much occupation? Wow. 47% for holding Rome. Rome reconquered. The shining armies of the Romans march again into the lands that our ancestors once held, and the glory for making it happen belongs solely to me. Roma, the immortal city, first capital and birthplace of our empire. While the imperial authority has long abandoned this land for Constantinople, the new Rome and the local astray Pentarch has unlawfully filled the subsequent void of power. The redelivery of the city to the one and rightful emperor is a reason to rejoice. New greatness awaits the empire now that we have taken such a monumental step in the west. Is that what they call transmass bottom surgery these days? What? What did I missed what I said that's relevant to. Gains restored Pentarchy's seat. Glorious day for all Romans. Now, pretty hideous borders because we didn't get a claim on the whole duchy, but that's fine. Oh, mending the schism. Alright. It's pretty good. That's pretty good, I'll give you that. Grant to... Do I have any family? It doesn't look like it. I'll give it to an Italian noble for now. Alright. I already disbanded my troops? Yes. And now I can mend the Great Schism. One God, one church. At last the Great Schism has been mended. No longer will the arrogant bishops in Rome claim undue primacy over their peers, ignoring or outright disobeying canonical edicts. With the reunification of the Pentarchy under Orthodox imperial rule, the Catholic faith now holds little sway over the people of Europe. It is only a matter of time before the few who still cling to the outdated and heretical rites are brought into the fold of the true ecumenical church. The Universal Church has been restored. Let's take a look at that religious map mode, see how big of an effect it's had. The HRE, unfortunately, went Orthodox. I was really hoping they were going to stay Catholic, to be honest. Looks like Hungary is still Catholic, which could be really good for us. Yep. So that could be a war. Apparently we could fight a war for the entire empire, but we wouldn't get it ourselves. Seize all de jure lands. That's not very much. Yeah. 2 counties. The next one going to be mending his Church of the East. Ooh, that could be fun. Haven't done that. Don't think we have any new Orthodox neighbors, sadly. Latin mending with Eastern syncretic Christianity. Right, right. Nestorian, I believe, is the one. Vassalize Minsk. Sure. Probably best bet is legitimizing legend that could give you claims on Italy. Ah, true. And you know, I was wondering if we had a legend for... No, we don't have a legend for mending the schism. England's a real example of border gore, huh? Yeah, it's kind of a mess. The HRE is too. England's not looking good. That dog is sick. Is this the HRE in Ireland? Oh, disgusting. I don't think they were I don't think they had a conqueror. No, they've just been united for a while. I also think the Roman heritage legend. How do you get the seed for Roman heritage, though? Based on being Greek. Got it. We just haven't had it fire, really. Savoy, Champagne. A claim on Savoy isn't the end. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Oh no, I'm thinking of Provence. Savoy's in the middle of the empire. I mean, excuse me, we are Greek. Why am I so tired today, man? I want to stream. Your wife was born in Champagne, Urbana? Night, Urbana. No, I said it right the first time. Wonder if God needs a successor again. Can't do it. Looks like Roman heritage is based off either holding Rome, Byzantium, HRE, or the Roman Empire. Okay. So hopefully we just get the event to fire. I am going to go ahead and promote Holy Blood. And then I'm going to, one of them controller games play horizontally. It's funny. My desk isn't set up in a great way to do that, unfortunately. Chief Eunuch would be nice, but I only have the one. Get a chronicler. A musician. We've lost our antiquarian again. We don't have a tutor. I guess we don't have a poet available. Okay. Rotate your model for 90 degrees. Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, I see ads coming up. I'll run those in just a second. Thank you. Stole domestic legend. Both of you. And then we'll, before I forget, we'll start a chariot race. We don't need you know, the patriarch can be our honorary guest. Let the dims be roused. All right, everybody, we're gonna run ads here. Go ahead and take a minute to get up and stretch your legs. Rest your eyes. Fuck. Get up, stretch your legs, rest your eyes. Get some water while you're up. Make some coffee, make a sandwich. I'm gonna go make more coffee. Do whatever you need to do to take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of them, and it's important for that reason alone. We'll be back in 3 or 4 minutes whenever I'm done making coffee, and I will see you then. Be right back. Stretch, okay. Whew. Running ads. Be right back. Alright, coffee's made. Sorry about the longer than expected break. We're back. Alright, so I want to take a second to discuss where we go from here. Like, we are probably the most powerful realm. Unless it's Persia. I mean, Seljuk Persia's close. Zirid's close too. And Alid is close. Glad for the self-bear care. Gow! Gow, gow! Hey, Gustav, good to see you. Now, we could continue to play this out, kind of roleplay it, try to clean up our borders a little bit, and just take things one step at a time, see where they go. But because the new DLC comes out on Monday, I feel like maybe we want to just kind of have some fun for the rest of the stream and wrap things up at the end. How do y'all feel so that we can start a new run on the on the Silk Road? Like a is it Nestorian? Is that the correct religion? Yeah, play a Han Nestorian character. Might be kind of fun. Maybe settle down somewhere around here. Settle down in the Fergana Valley, maybe. Where is it? Settle down in Fergana. I vote fun. Speedrun how quickly you can become landless again. That shouldn't be too hard. Actually, I don't think I have the become landless button anymore. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we could just nation ruin. Alright, I think that's gonna be the plan. We're just gonna have some fun here. We'll do some stupid stuff with the rest of this run for today. And coffee warm. Warm cup. How do I... Oh right, we're working on that. And eventually mend the schism. Potentially. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. It could be a pretty long campaign though. I wonder what year we should start in. I'll do some research. Figure it out. That reminds me, I need to do some research for my off-camera game as well. We're doing some religion-changing shenanigans, and I need to figure out the best path to easily get to paganism. Does anyone have any suggestions for religions that are good for converting out of? I know Asatru is, but I think there was a I feel like there was a Zoroastrian religion that's really good for that. I don't think there's any Zoroastrian religions left in this save. If anyone remembers, I feel like there was a Zoroastrian religion that allows you to gain a disgusting amount of piety. Now I know that being part of the Iranian intermezzo allows you to gain a disgusting amount of piety by switching religions. And maybe I'm just thinking of that, but anyway, I'm just talking out loud. Let's it's Holy War Hungary. Got an activity already. Right, let's do some chariot races. And then we'll Holy War Hungary. How strong are they? They'll put up a little bit of a fight. Ah, that's why I couldn't look for a successor, because I already was. Ah, why do I have hiccups? It's the worst. Trade ports. Sure, let's go with outposts in Chogia. And then Veneto. Outposts as well. Venezia, though. I think we want hospices, since we haven't built very many of those. There we go. Alright, let's unpause. Let's go to speed 4. Let's fuck around. Let's fuck around and or find out. In no particular order. Really, you're not going to... Oh, you're the stubborn guy. Remove Caesar. I am willing to find out. I don't know what we're finding out anymore. I've confused myself. Wife is Gregante. Let's go. Queen of Ruthenia, there's no way she's accepting. Because I'm a king. Do I even have a border with Lviv? Nope, I don't have a CB against them, because they're considered a distant realm. Unfortunate. Alright. Oh no, the joints are spicy? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I was going to encourage these guys to go administrative. You're administrative, you're not. You're not. CK coming along, doing pretty good. We were just discussing if we want to the future of this run, and we think that we're going to be wrapping up after today's stream and starting a new run on Tuesday. Okay, we'll let those pick through and then see what I've missed. What appreciated my grace in the matter were remembered. Means a weak hook on you. Okay. A lot of money. We have a lot of money. In fact, I'd rather spend that money than spend the hook, give out the hooks, to be honest. You're just not gonna accept. So I'm not even gonna bother. Poten. Okay. Need Gabby's help to be mentally able to. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, feel better. Also, like, gabapentin is a wonderful medication for what it does, but boy, those missed dose withdrawals are brutal. I gotta say. I'm gonna back these guys because my champion charioteer is part of them. Bet on Ninak. First or second is plenty. All the money. Yeah, I take gabapentin for anxiety though. I get before I started taking it, I would get really bad anxiety attacks while falling asleep. And it calms those down from some sort of mechanism. Prince of Finland. He's gallows bait. He's a previous adventurer. No, he's an adventurer straight up. He's not a... He's a prince. He's not a ruler. Interesting. I don't think so. A roar rises from the crowd, then spreads, repeats itself, becomes a chant. I lean forward, straining to catch the words. The hoi polloi are stamping, pointing, shouting a name. Down with Governor Iosif. What has he done? Ah, he is the governor of Moesia. Should be stripped of his position. It's a painkiller for me. Yeah, I know that's usually what it's used for as well. Just gonna watch the race now. Yeah, Moesia is just not losing land. I don't understand. With the masses throng at the stands, the nobility snake across the privileged sections. Here in the Kathisma, we can mercifully enjoy some calm. Some merchants bearing every refreshment wait on our whims as the charioteers ply their treacherous trade below. Is the chariot race tied to culture? Yes, it's Greek only. It is... It's tied to the Roman ceremonies, tradition. So it's not technically Greek only. If you manage to pick up this trait through other means, you can, such as hybridization or divergence, you can still use it. But speaking of, I'm surprised we haven't seen more divergence and hybridization with Greek. Interesting. I mean, I think Sicilian is diverged from Greek. Yeah, formed from a Lombard and Greek, but speaking of which, planning on culture mixing? I wasn't planning on it. I was at one point thinking of mixing either Greek and Cisalpine or Greek and Irish, because we did start as Irish. An Aetolius, once overlooked charioteer, defies all odds, blazing past competitors from the rear to confront the leaders in a true Arstinia. Gasps echo through the stands as the vibrant colors of the Luikoi surge forward. Crowd, instantly silent in disbelief, erupts into a tumultuous roar. Empty council position, really. Oh, Governor Yosef. He didn't get stripped of Moesia, he got stripped of the chancellor position. Got it. We have a dangerous faction for liberty. Let me throw a sway on you. Gas echo through the stands and the vibrant colors of the Pronosois urge forward. Critical stress. Great. Bad luck. Victory for the Pranisoi. First three charioteers blaze across the finish line. Cheers erupt for Anastasios, Anatolios, and Hecatarios. A breathtaking display of speed and skill marks the close of the race. The roaring crowd swept up in awe adds tumultuous acclaim to the spectacle. My wager on Ninak was ill-conceived. My bookmaker brought in a tidy sum from betting. The Empire is 2,250 gold richer. Zacharias, of course, took his customary cut of 10%. Critical stress in choosing landless inheritance is an option. That's true, that's true. Victory well earned. What's in a name, chat? What is it a name? Because no, we have something else in mind. As always, folks, you have about a minute to make name suggestions for this child. Let me know what you think. Folks who spend channel points will get priority. Otherwise, we're going to go with the name that we like the best. Time has already started. You have about 50 seconds remaining. Let me know what you think. Decaf, excellent. Budget, oh, that's really good too. Speaking of decaf, I'm going to drink my not decaf coffee. Agrippa, it's a pretty name. Very traditional. Budget decaf cold brew Americano. Oh, sounds, that sounds, difficult to finish. Wait, cold brew Americano? That, hold on. Now you hold on just a second here. Those things don't go together. I'm going with, I'm gonna go rogue a little bit, and we're going with budget decaf Americano. They do now? You're right. You know, it's actually kind of funny that it doesn't make sense. Much better. Until next time, I lost stress. Old court. Going to lag out for a while. My strategist comes forward apprehensively, escorted by his wife, who seems in bad temper. Mayor Brigida is trying to seduce my husband. Sex is illegal. Will not tolerate adulterers at my court. My lord, my steward Dionysos takes the floor. I have an idea to improve taxation. I want to improve taxation. I can just wait, why do I not have the choice to say... I don't have the choice to say yes? I can just ask for more taxes. How to make a cold brew Americano, beans by drip. So like, okay, let me get out of the screen so I stop lagging, but my hands are full, but I'll find her a home. So an Americano is, by definition, espresso and hot water. A cold brew Americano is just... Okay, let me read this. The cold brew Americano replaces espresso with cold brew but maintains the strong coffee flavor. The cold brew also lends itself to some varieties. You can add citrus to make the Americano extra refreshing, or any other fruit to adjust the flavor in many different directions. So, all you're doing is just adding hot water to cold brew concentrate. It's not an Americano, though. It's just cold brew. It's just cold brew that's warm. I make cold brew. I make cold brew concentrate, and you water it down before you drink it. I'm upset. A cold brew Americano is not a thing. That's just cold brew. Like, if you want warm cold brew, that's weird. Just make coffee. Just French press it. Ah, I hate this. Claims Chernigov, Karachev, Pereslov, Savoy, Champagne, Augsburg, Tuscany. Here we go. Oh, Tuscany is, yeah, no, it's coastal. It's just the Pope's in the way. Beans by Dre disagrees. I disagree. I disagree! Like, don't get me wrong, I understand what they're saying and how they got there. I just think that... I think that they're wrong. I'm gonna go to war with Pisa, and then go to war for Tuscany. I don't know if this website is a shitpost. Not that I hope so, but... probably. Just enjoying your frustrations. I'm glad someone is. Aeropress Affogato Cafe de Ola Carrato Cold Brew off. What? Those are the recipes they offer. Okay, I mean, most of these make sense. Cold Brew Affogato sounds delicious. Cold Brew Latte, Cold Brew Milkshake, Cold Brew Protein Shake, I've had that. Cold Brew Tonic. I guess there's no reason you couldn't do a espresso tonic with cold brew. I mean, it's iced anyway. Close to the end, I will be dead within a year. Damn. How's our succession handled? Our son is 27. He is ambitious, arrogant, and zealous. He's a fortune builder, born in the purple, irritable, unfortunately. Strategos, he's okay as a governor. Not much experience in the trait, though. Quick and an administrative courtier. He's quite decent. Defending against the 7th war to remove him as regent. 7th? Offers coffee SEO. Add ice to your cup. Fill a fourth of your cup with cold brew concentrate. How big is the cup? What do you mean a fourth? Add filtered water to your cup is almost full. Stir. Add a slice of orange or any other citrus if desired. Okay, yeah, that's how concentrate works. Also, I'm sorry for complaining about the size of the cup. That actually does make sense. Yeah, you want like 3-to-1. I should have seen trouble coming when Leontia strolls into the room, an unfamiliar face in tow. Let me introduce Herman, my lord. Stranger offers a deep bow. He's a jeweler and metalworker. I had thought that perhaps you would like to peruse some of his works. I've taken the liberty of preparing some particularly suited to you and that which concerns you and that which concerns you nowadays. That which concerns me, Leonata has clearly been busy. Necklace gives off a certain aura. Looking to spend that much. Let's try the necklace, sure. Blended necklace. There we go. Incredibly entertained by this thing I had no idea was a thing and only Googled when you needed. Repelled against the concept. So, like, cold brew concentrate is a response to the fact that, iced coffee is a pain to make. It is a pain to make well, because you have to make your coffee extra strong because you're watering it down. Cold brew concentrate is like, what if we just make a bunch of extra strong coffee in advance, keep it cold, and then water it down to exactly the amount we want? So tell me, my lord, my courtier's voice snaps me out of my thoughts, and I find her waving her hand, the quill spilling ink over the floor. What about that time you defeated leader Alai's populist revolt? That surely is worth adding to your legend. It was a great occasion. Isa is a castle, not a castle, a city holding, so it'll go very quickly. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and increase the size of all of our personal levies to max, because we're probably going to have a pretty big rebellion as soon as succession happens. Post the website and stream talk for perusal. Thank you. What did I just inherit? Oh, Pisa, of course. Grant to a local Italian noble. No means to gauge the quality of the content. Understood. And I will take a look off stream, and I will perhaps let you all know. Demetrios Kuma has died of Delta. Oh no. How did he die? Was killed in a storm at sea. I'm gonna go with stables here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with stables. Also, I should mention that cold brew is actually extremely easy to make on your own. And, probably cheaper to make than to buy. The only difficulty is you don't even really need that much special equipment. You just have to leave something sitting out on the counter for a couple of days. And if you're concerned about bacteria, which I'm told shouldn't be an issue because of something chemistry that I don't understand, it can be made in the fridge. It just takes a little longer. Imprisons Lady Ramallah. Let me check, do I have any other feudal vassals? I do. You've been feudal for far too long. Oh, he's administrative, but his sub-vassals are feudal. Unfortunate. And vassalize Polotsk. Where's Polotsk again? Oh, big boy. Alright. And station men-at-arms. I think you might be right. Oh no, I wanted to put, I actually wanted to put cataphracts there. Negotiate an alliance with Strategos Brisket. Oh. Okay. Basilius Helius of the Byzantine Empire has found peace in Christ's embrace at 60 years of age. He died from a seizure. Plagued by demons, he often raved about his imminent doom. Basilius Pumpkin Spice No Foam Decaf Latte ascends to the throne. Blessed with awesome knowledge of all things between heaven and earth, Pumpkin Spice No Foam Decaf Latte's rule is sure to be legendary. Does he have awesome knowledge? I guess. I guess 20 is awesome. Do we play a landless cousin? Of Croatia, Philippopolis. Or do we continue as Biz? What do y'all think? It's certainly the easy way to suddenly become landless again. Maybe we go back and try to, like, reclaim Ireland or something stupid. Well, not reclaim. We never had it, but... She's temperate, cynical, and ambitious. Become woman, conquer Poland. Conquering Poland is funny. That's true. Okay. Could go to India, culture mix, and form India. I don't think we have time to form India. That's really funny, though. Continue as Soibek. Suibech. My Gaelic is not great. The Green Camp. I like the Green Camp. It's a good name. You're in Antioch. Oh, apparently I was not paused. The path ahead stretches on, a lonely winding thread twinning towards the distant horizon. The camp is quiet, just a few scattered tents and pack animals yawning in the breeze. Strangers and hangers-on rise with the day, preparing for their morning chores with reluctance. Most are the miscellaneous chaff that flit in and out of a group on the road with each new settlement. Few faces catch my eye as ones I recognize, at least in more than passing. With these folk I shall build an empire. Let's really roleplay it. We're gonna be ambitious and head east. I don't know exactly where east, but we could head east or we could head west. I still don't know. Ireland is fairly strong. I think we head east. There's a lot of empires collapsing right now. It might be a fairly safe time to grab us something. Stick your fingers in the gooch. I don't like the way you say that. No player error, I understand. So you're learning lifestyle. Let's see. Sagacity. That's right, these are different. We'll go with learning for now. Can't believe how okay I feel with the 800 milligrams of gabapentin that I absolutely couldn't begin to take without help. Mood. Camp purpose is available. Potential alliance negotiations. What is our camp purpose? Do we, become scholars? More learning and stewardship, slightly more diplomacy. I mean, that feels fitting. Those are all the things that we are best at. More transport and diplomacy and intrigue. I think we become scholars. What does our personality summary say? It's unfortunately you can't see a personality summary on yourself. But temperate, cynical, and ambitious. I feel like we I feel like we're not well tied to orthodoxy, to our faith, because we're cynical. We are not learning-minded, open-minded, but we are temperate. We're very conservative with our we don't do much to excess, but we're ambitious. We see great things for ourselves, and perhaps we don't see much opportunity to follow through on those great things in the Empire. I want to say explorer because she's cynical but open-minded. That's fair, yeah. I was thinking, excuse me. I was thinking scholar, at least for now, because we can head to the, we can travel to the great centers of learning in, Persia and Mesopotamia. You know, spend some time in Baghdad, spend some time in Isfahan. Isfahan. Although Baghdad is a little dangerous right now. But let's do Explorer. Or yeah, diplomacy, intrigue, and martial is the problem. I think just based on her stats, I'm still gonna go with Scholar. Even if it's a little less of a narrative, potentially. Alright. Oh, ads coming up. Let's stay within the Empire for now. Let's head to Jerusalem. Yes, you can roleplay that she's a knowledge seeker, one to possibly contrast the Orthodox faith, maybe even willing to convert elsewhere. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Why can I not change my destination? It's weird. Move camp. There we go. Pretty dangerous journey. Wow. It's quite a bit. I mean, I'll still do it, but the one thing I am going to do, however, is I'm gonna pass through Acre instead of Tiberias. Stupid idea, considering the Catholics are probably really strong Islam and try to get landed in Italy. Ooh. Would be interesting. Could inherit a legend, the Holy Blood. we could promote the Red Hand of Ulster. That's funny. Oh, and before I get too distracted, we're going to run some ads here. Everybody take a minute to get up and stretch your legs, rest your eyes, make some coffee if you need to, get some water, make a sandwich, whatever you got to do to take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of those, and it's important that it's well taken care of, so do that. We'll be back in 3 minutes. I'll see you then. Alright. There we go. I'm feeling a little better after I've had some more coffee. Let's, speaking of converting, I mean, let's take a look at Ishmaeli and Matridi for a second. So I'm not familiar with how they're different. I know that I'm not doing this on stream, but Ishmaeli is esoteric. Ah, that's right. Matrudi is adaptive and pluralist. Could be interesting. What is this? Theravada? India being so dominated by an Islamic religion is super interesting to me, though. Right, the Kingdom of Jerusalem still exists. Biz hasn't swallowed them up, or we didn't swallow them up as Biz. Oh, and let's switch back. Welcome back, everybody. Just been looking around the map. Yeah, Kingdom of Jerusalem still here. Oh, that's right. Is this the game where Angevin was created before English? It's so weird. Formed from Norman and Anglo-Saxon, but then English formed from Norman and Anglo-Saxon. In the same year? That's even more confusing. The fuck? They're still Anglo-Saxon. So strange. Questa diverged from Andalusian. Doc Vulgar? Really? They're French. Secretly French. Delucio Baranas. Anyway, let's go back to traveling. A duel demanded. An imposing man is standing in the road ahead of us. I am Kozel of Beirut. I've bested dozens of women in combat, and honestly, those fights were dull. So here I am on this road looking for someone better than me, someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I'll become a valuable and loyal servant. So on this day, I demand to meet one of you in a fair fight. Zarios the Frail. Oh man. Show him how it's done. We could use a decent fighter. He's actually not even that good. So Zarios will show you how it's done. Zarios is wounded. There's no two ways about it. Whether from weather, terrain, overloading, or simple bad luck, some malady has gotten into the camp's pack animals. They moan, they bray, they walk, but it's all getting slower and more sluggish by the hour, never mind the day. Some of the horses have clear fevers, and one of the older mules looks ready to die. A dire threat if it spreads any further. Can we treat them? We can redistribute our gear until they recover. Carry on and pray to Jesus for mercy. And gain stress because I'm cynical. I guess we try to treat them, but 10 years slower movement speed. Ugh. And we got it. Our journey is violently interrupted by the sound of tearing flesh and gnashing jaws, and the desperate cries of a man about to meet his end. The noise is so horrific it must come from the depths of hell. Attempting to track the source, we find a desperate knight struggling with a wild leopard. His blade is wedged between the beast's jaws, but his grip is beginning to falter. Help him. The man deserves my help. Help him. Morning brings a report that a man-eating beast has struck again. Another life vanished without a trace, save the slight drag marks and a few flecks of blood where the nimble creature disabled its prey. The sentries can't get a look at the damned thing. Whenever it is, it's got a taste for us, and it seems smart enough to follow after us during the day or early evenings. I cast my eyes to the dry, dusty ground we're moving over, broken by hills and occasional trees. Any slavering terror could easily stalk us through this terrain, watching, waiting, hunger slowly building for its evening meal. Tighten the watch. Should take its head, no. Tighten the watch. Right. We're losing hands quickly. Fire. We ride through lands heavy with agriculture. Our next stop is the local plantation at Acre. But as I spot the gates about 100 paces away, something is off. I inhale the acrid scent of smoke. Smoke? Fire. I suddenly notice the pillar of smoke taking shape over the plantation. The column is thick and heavy, too large to stem from one of the workers burning some stray debris. Quick, get the buckets. Let's evacuate the people from the workhouses. Well then, isn't this an opportunity to do some pillaging, or we were never here? I don't think we're the type to pillage. But man, the chances of fighting the fire are pretty bad. I think we just get out of here. Caesarius is in charge of our food supplies, and I sheepishly revealed our provisions are now all but worthless, having them poorly stored. Patches of mold cover the bread and produce, and we have quickly used up our remaining dried food. The party grows hungry as dusk begins to fall. Just a bit of mold. Nature will provide for us. What goes around here must... Nature will provide for us. See, we're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Visited the Dome of the Rock. Alright. Oh, and gained a level of devotion. Excellent. Contracts are available. Let's just start going down the list. Travel to... Actually, before that, I always forget about this. I want to... Jerusalem was besieged. Okay. I do want to visit Jerusalem. Travel to accept. Arbitration, favorable pasturage. Jarash's streets are gripped by a fever of gossip and scandal, a complicated matter of marriage, inheritance, and business. Arrangements gone awry has seen the vast section of the best local land for grazing horses go to some fool with neither money nor skill. Consequently, the local magnates are threatening to tear each other to pieces over how and who should spit the land. Mayor Egel is at pains to let us know that our coin depends on calming the situation quietly and quickly. I think I can resolve this. Anastasios can stay to work through this dispute. Return to you between 4 and 8 years. No. I think I can resolve this. Stewardship challenge. It's not a great chance. Failure. After hours and hours of negotiations, we seem to be further from agreement than when we started. Every petty, power-hungry little magnate in Jarash wants their slice of the slightly above average value dirt, and is willing to scream the house down to get it. By evening, a very distressed Mayor Egel rudely toughs us out, utterly frustrated by our lack of progress. There'll be no pay for us this day, it seems. We did our best. Try to settle a boundary dispute as well. Or I think that's what that just was, but I've forgotten already. Other people's pastures. A fine day like this, the weather is nice, the pastures of Mujib look great, and the local livestock are positively jumping and cheering in their own guttural manner. Calves are walking next to their mothers, their fur shiny and clean. Overall, the place is very competently run, although I do notice a couple of oddities that I would manage a bit differently. The local patriarch approaches me. A fine morning to you, my lady. Are these beauties not a sight to behold? I'm sure he can take care of his own pastures. Gains improved pastures. I grow closer to gaining a friendship with Sheikh Ishmael. Let's try it. We are heading to do a job for him anyway, right? So no, it's Wali Isa. Still, maybe we could maybe we can make him make a friend. Traveling through the sometimes harsh environments has invigorating effects on at least my state of mind and vigor. As I glance over at Anastasios, however, he does not appear to be doing quite as good. His movement is labored, his breathing heavy, and spontaneous bursts of coughing ripple through his body. Clearly, he's not well. It's just a cough. Just let him rest and recover fully. I'm gonna be here a while. We should have a physician, though. Apparently we can't search for a physician, that's right. Ziza is in an uproar long before our arrival. Apparently years of mistakes on the part of our employer and his ilk have led to many local estates and businesses being taxed twice or more, just by different collectors with different duties. After much grumbling and attempts at polite redress, things are finally threatening to boil over into something bloodier. Wali Isa is at pains to let us know that our coin depends on calming this situation quietly and quickly. I think I can resolve this. Another failure! My attempts to resolve the situation, calming down the locals and promising something like redress, were immediately undermined by Wali Isa's belligerent denial of wrongdoing. From there, the situation spiraled rapidly beyond my control, with all parties screaming at one another and the city on the brink of complete anarchy. Forced to leave empty-handed. Oh, we're married. We have a genius husband? Oh shit. Callous, diligent, trusting, and humble. We're Grigante. Good. Our journey to Karak has unfortunately brought us directly through the wasteland of Mujib. We were not prepared to undertake this long stretch without a single source of water. So many of my companions have begun to look as awful as dried turnips. Inspiring speech, or we could interrogate him about the water. Inspiring speech might quench our thirst for now. I don't think we're being unreasonable, snarks the cook, who presumably drew the short straw in coming to speak to me, waving an arm dismissively at the surrounding terrain all the while. Elbow deep in this pit of a desert, not a settlement in sight, and us so bereft that we can't even stock up on some of the little luxuries that make our food bearable. I sigh, weary of this conversation already. I wonder which of us will break first. Yes, our provisions are perhaps a bit low where I'd like them to be, but there's little cause for such alarm. Not in the budget. We don't have money because we keep failing. The plan for Sheikh Abd al-Latif's construction are perhaps a little lacking in forethought. At least that's how it looks to my band and me. Little wonder that his draftsmen ran into issues. Still, that shouldn't be a problem for us. We know what he was trying to build, we just need to work out how to actually do it. And we're skilled semi-professionals, of a kind at least. Remember, we're here to earn. Where's my scheme? Hello? Where is my scheme? There it is. Okay. -7. -7 to start with no agents. So we might be okay here. 22, 22, 16, 9, 25. 17, 1, 9. See, there we go. We can get up to 47%. We just need to give it a little time. Already at 2%. Wow. Aller gains nickname, now known as Anastasios the Wolf. What even is this war that's going on here? Holy War for the Emirate of Amman. It's attacking. So one thing that I learned is I think that I'm able to... No, cannot take new contracts while already traveling. Okay. Some of these scheme-based contracts, though, I can continue while I'm traveling. My daughter. All right, everybody, you know the drill. What do we call this daughter? You have about a minute to make suggestions. Time has already started. Folks who spend channel points will get priority. Otherwise, we'll go with the name that I like the best or find funniest. Let me know what you think. There are, I believe, 45 seconds remaining. Know what you think. Ooh, I was feeling a little better after having some coffee, but now I'm getting tired again. Diglett? Diglett's a good name. I mean, I say I'm getting tired, but we are already at 3.5 hours too, so. I was gonna say the drill. So they're both pretty similar. Alright, I think I'm going with Diglett. Oh, you know the drill. That's pretty good. May you grow strong and wise, my daughter, Diglett. I might wait until we have 10 advantages. I'm not sure, because we really need a success on one of these. So it is maxed out. I mean, it would only, if waiting would only bring us up to 52, so I'm just gonna go for it. Seize the moment. Man, we suck. There are some finely appointed buildings in Kirak, just not ours. Given the leaning, the shoddy materials, the protruding timbers, not to mention either of the fires during construction, we're lucky not to be facing criminal charges. Still, that could change along with Sheikh Abdul Latif's whims at any time, which means we'd better leave. None in my camp are intimately familiar with the terrain in Kirak, and such lands are not to be trifled with. It is for this reason that I find myself standing in front of a local guide, bartering for services to be rendered. It's no joke out there, she offers, drawing air in through gritted teeth, a theatrically worried gesture. You'll need either these map or my services, I can tell you that, for free. She's right, but there's something about her demeanor that makes me hesitate. This trinket is very good. We don't have money. We don't have money. And we don't have money. There's no need for your services. And we get lost. Slope, I hear Casario shout out in a panic. Soon thereafter, I hear a loud cracking sound like that of wood breaking or of my patience finally snapping. I step out on the scrub to see the splintered remains of a wagon wheel. My wagon wheel. I'm sorry, my leader, it was my turn as lookout and I fell asleep at the reins. God's wounds were going to be late. I'll ride rough from now on. Alright, let's try to transcribe texts. Maybe this will at least be good at. Well, the siege is finished. The war's over. Okay, excellent. Truly a stroll through Mujib is a gift from God. The tranquility of this place is suddenly and abruptly broken by the furious grunts and clattering of armor. Hark, get me out of this metal prison. My squire took offense at my manner, even going as far as to call me heartless, and has abandoned me. Whatever this strange man did could not have been enough to justify being stuck forever in his armor. I could, of course, have someone help him, but is it truly worth it? I join my camp as a bodyguard, but he's not good at it. Consider the armor gone for a price. And can I invite to camp? No. We at least have money, finally. Nature will provide for us. When gold speaks, the daylight slowly fades as I sit in Shaikya's Gulpari's chamber. By candlelight, frantically copying squiggly lines of ink from one sheet to another. My eyelids start drooping and I nod off momentarily before I jolt awake. As far as I can tell, this particular passage seems related to caring for plants and property. But by God is it droning on and on. I trace an ink-stained finger along a blobby, tailed creature with an angry human face in the margins. Maybe I should improve the text just a bit to make it more enticing. But I embellish this just a smidge. I see the similarities to Arabic. What languages do we speak? Gaelic, Arabic, and Greek. That's quite useful, actually. +2 score towards successfully completing the contract. A few days have passed and I'm making my way through the transcript. The current passage, however, is drier than gravel laid out in the sun. Etc., etc. How about I embellish this just a smidge? Or let's just stick to the script. Oh, it's +1 score. Oh, there's a chance of learning increasing though. Let me try this once. Do not receive any score. Let's stick to the script. Shalyaka Gulpari purses her lips as she inspects the manuscript. It is indeed a replica of the original piece. Thank you for your reliable delivery. She turns around to leave, but stops for a moment to mention, oh, and you can pick up your reward at the door. See yourself out. I spot the satchel by the door as I turn to leave. 1 transcript delivered. Inspiring speech might quench their thirst. We're right by the Dead Sea. No. Yeah. Well, I guess you can't really drink the Dead Sea. Fair enough. I didn't really think that one through when I said it out loud. Let's visit the castle. Few places are as majestic as a castle, and Jerusalem is no exception. Mashriki troops and banners are visible everywhere in the city. As we pass through the main gates, I spot a handful of guards peeking out from the embrasures above. My husband, Anastasios, looks around with a content face, seemingly enjoying the change in scenery. Let's have a look at Jerusalem Castle. Castle grounds are as expected, furnished for martial purpose with casks of arrows, stray pole weapons, a handsome stable, and the like. The training ground is just above the gates, and a handful of garrison guards are dawdling around the entrance, either half asleep or polishing their weapons. On the other side of the courtyard, a man is roaring at some other men, and it was not my fault. The argument is getting more heated, and I keep a probing eye on the situation. I wonder what they're arguing about. From the yelling, I pick up the name Vlatsko and as the accusatory men depart, I follow Vlatko down an alleyway. He immediately starts unloading animal carcasses from a shabby cart, muttering to himself. One noble loses his life in your watch, and how was I supposed to know the Violet Sharba was? Slams his fist into the cart, frustrated. The dishonored bodyguard gives me a withered look as I approach. What do you want? I couldn't even keep a flippin' plant alive. Want to come work for me? Join me and help us restore your reputation. Join me and let's restore your reputation. I leave Vlatko to continue taking out his frustrations on an animal carcass as I successfully negotiate the dwindling alleyways back to the castle grounds. Let's look for some able bodies in the garrison. Let's head back. I actually want to go to the tavern. See who's up for recruitment. Approaching the crew of unemployed Mashrikis, I raise my voice and address them directly. I'm looking for some skilled, reliable people to join my camp. Who among you are up for that task? The interested parties introduce themselves as Romara the Lewd, Faron the Prudish, and Permel the Timid. Anastasios hums and peers at the prospects as I consider which candidate to recruit. You're Romala the Fair, not Romala the Lewd. Weird. So we have a possessed nun, a beautiful nun, and a wise man. I really like this wise man. Faron looks like, oh, he's so expensive. I can't afford that. Shit. And the Sama was given to the gods, but 4 drops were spilled onto the earth itself, and from these drops sprang holy cities. But that's a story for another time. The storyteller gives me a mysterious smile, leans back in his fireplace seat, and takes another sip of Violet Sharba. Story had some very good points. In intrigue. How do you tell stories so well? It was a great story, friend. What's my stress? It's a great story, friend. Some unfinished business of the castle. These are all expensive too, right? Anyone fancy a round of dice? See if we can make some money. Paid 15. Nope. Alright, let's head back. Thinking of something else? Town Crier might have something for us. Yes, I wanted to do this. Town Crier perks up as I approach, incessantly chattering about the nearby contracts posed by local nobles. She is accompanied by a friendly, shifting, white and brownish gray old cat who looks at me with the clearest blue eyes as I intently listen to the narrated listings. Discreet experts required for lucrative opportunities, professional travelers wanted for escort ventures, skilled collaborators wanted to handle designated delicate matters. I am up for lucrative opportunities, criminal contracts, transport, intrigue. I'd be up for some traveling. Let's head back. Try and settle another boundary dispute. I think I can resolve this. Success, finally. Another happy patron. Tempting fruit. Let Vlasco eat it. He is my bodyguard after all. Causes a painful stomachache. Tell the cook to stop making my dinners. Gained famished. Let him rest and recover fully. I have to complain a little bit. I enjoy landless gameplay, and I understand what they're saying about the new DLC not being for landless gameplay, but I really wish there were just more events for landless gameplay. It's a little repetitive so quickly. Traversing the drylands on the outskirts of Tiberias, we're suddenly attacked by a swarm of bandit riders out for blood. We're so close to the holdings, surely Duke Algot will send help. As time drags on, we are chased by the scoundrels for the longest, avoiding battle. It becomes painfully clear that no help is coming. How could a ruler let malicious riders like these inhabit his borders? My knight rides up next to me, a solemn look on his eyes. We both know the tactics that we've practiced in the past. We stand as one. Damn. Isarios dies. He's so good at stewardship. Alright, let's roll it. Let's see what happens. We stand as one. Severely injured. I think I can resolve this. And failure. Trying you to travel to a distant county. Let's see, 4280, 4284. I wish it tells me where they want to travel to. I do have some folks in my role of patrons, though. I'm gonna grab restraint and go straight to know thyself, even though we're young. For contract. Yeah, let's request another contract from him. Transport contract, let's do it. This is decent money, too. Leaving his laden mule huffing away outside, Aga Bashir is ushered into my tent. Said you're a woman of the world, perhaps one with gall enough to venture far by the side of an ever-curious explorer like myself. I've heard that St. Catherine's Monastery is one of those rare places where visitors truly bask in the presence of the divine. Please take me to the Mosque of St. Catherine, protect me on the road, and I'll reward you well with coin. Okay. St. Catherine, how grand. Let's go. Oh, we could assign this guy as our caravan master. That helps quite a bit. Even if the camp must move its exact spot every few nights, there are some travels that entail longer transits, and with that decidedly more packing. While most of my porters, taking up dealing with the aftermath of a part last night, I'm left to pack most of my own things for a change. A lamentable state of affairs, and one that's drawn more than a few sighs from me already. A sudden tugging at my sleeve alerts me to the presence of my young daughter, Diglett, holding up a bunched tunic in a poor attempt to help me out. What are you doing there, little lass? Cute. My infant daughter is trying to help pack. The high altitude and brisk air of Faerun has a very refreshing quality as we traverse the local hill fort. Soldiers in the valley below appear to be practicing some rare type of training technique I haven't seen before. I move in closer, failing to restrain my curiosity. While doing so, I'm approached by the local captain. Would you like to join in, my lady? My bodyguard would surely benefit from this training regime. Gain the trait Rough Terrain Expert. One foot after another, I slowly move forward on a narrow mountain trail. Suddenly I hear a rumble and quickly silenced scream. Shocked by the commotion, I whip around. Instead of Anastasios walking behind me, there's only an equally befuddled and tired face of Bashar, standing in front of freshly turned rocks. Where's Anastasios? I demand to know, my voice barely escaping my dry mouth. The only response is a faint whistling of the wind. Oh shit. Attempt a mountain rescue. This is very dangerous. Many will perish. That's my husband, though. We have to go after our husband. Was not found. Everyone dies. Damn. Oh, the guy we're escorting died too, and I gained wounded. Then my predecessor is dead. As your new employer, I rescind your obligation in the Eager Explorer contract. Worry not, have some gold in compensation. Sad news, but a few coin is better than no coin. How can my heart endure this kind of pain without breaking? It cannot be possible. Yet here I am, my heart beating on, whilst yours has gone quiet. Oh, Anastasios, my beauty, life will not be the same without you. At least the memories remain. Man, this is rough. Of course, the toll. Man. Alright, let's, We're wounded and maimed. This is quite telenovela. It's true. Series of cudgels. Fight corruption. Let me deal with them. It's so dangerous down here. With another move on the morrow and my porters once more preoccupied, I enter my personal quarters to find my daughter, Diglett, covered in dry grass from playing outside, attempting to pack my things for me. Smiles the girl, truthfully racing it forward for a hug. A single grimy hand holds the crumpled, ruined form of my favorite hat. Thank you. Now go clean up. Let him rest and recover fully. Fight corruption. The tithes are high, but we pay them. The duties we pay on our goods leave us with barely scraps to spare. We bear these payments, and Emir Hussan demands more from us, while the tax collectors grow richer and richer. It is they you should be confronting. Silence your people or die, peasant. You help to exert the martial presence, 0%, but you have to leave some women behind. Gains military presence. Vlarko leaves. You succeed. Okay, I just have to leave him behind. Fine. It's nightfall and a man is hard at work when we arrive at the cereal fields south of Ma'ab. He appears to be flattening crops at a rapid pace using a large flat piece of wood and heavy stones. I frown as I watch the man performing this labor, then inquire as to what exactly he's up to. He winces, then starts a long rant about how we all need to wake up and meet our true masters instead of hiding behind the false Muslim teachings. Alright. Nature will provide for us. Fortunately, I'm fluent in Arabic. Okay, we need some more provisions a little bit. I'm going to make a request for gold, because we are really low on gold right now. Can't do it with him. To arrange a marriage, really. We'll grab provisions from this guy. Now, where do I want to head? Maybe we'll head up to Damascus. Because it's not super far. Damascus is Palmyra. Damascus is very close. Maybe we'll head to Palmyra. Back within the Empire. Oh, Kilikia's... Damascus is within the Empire too. Let's head to Palmyra. We'll go through Damascus, though. It's so dangerous. It's a night when the attackers fall on our perimeter. A motley flash of glinting armor and flashing weapons lit only by distant firelight. If they're wearing any colors, then they're not visible, but their intent is clear enough all the same. Remove us from Irbid, dead or alive. The camp is not without defenders, though, and with a cry of outrage, we prepare to push back against this local scourge. Counterattack. Into the fray I go. Or hide from the chaos. I have to. I mean, everything else is too dangerous. Ride rough from now on. Figure stumbles into camp dirty and tired, clearly in need of a square meal. His name is Abdal Hamid, he says. There are more like me, he gestures off into the distance. All of us left to rot after every petty conflict ends. Our sword arms work as well as ever, but our lot is to wander and starve. We're the only ones left who won't rob the vulnerable for food and valuables. I'd rather die. Sit and recover, eat. We could use another blade. Could use another blade. We could just use more hands, really. Okay, that being said, I'm starting to get hungry and we're coming up on 4 hours. I think I'm gonna wrap up here. Let's take a look around the map first before we go, see if anything drastic's changed. Kinda desperately? What do you mean? Oh, we need extra hands kinda desperately. Yeah, we really do. Oh, huge civil war in the Empire. 2 of them. Independence War. And a Liberty War. Pumpkin Spice No Phone Decaf Latte is not doing well for the Empire. Orthodox Uprising. Sardinia has an independence war. And a Liberty War in the HRE. Zirid still has a huge presence over here. Shinshir is still doing quite well, although they are losing a Liberty War. England's a mess. Scandinavia looks mostly normal, other than Scotland having Denmark somehow. Alright. Shift towards the other characters, a wonderful epilogue. I'm so glad you think so. It was actually really fun, despite my complaining about it being a little repetitive. I wish I had a little more time, but I am, like I said, I'm starting to get a little hungry, so... Let's see who's raidable.